Good morning, students. Today we will study about the business risk. Now, meaning of business risk. Business risk refers to the probability of loss or inadequate profit due to certain or uncertain or unexpected events which are beyond control. That means the risk of the business is probability, that is possibility of losses or inadequate profit, not sufficient profit, insufficient profit due to uncertain, which is not known, and unexpected, which is generally not expected events, and which is not under our control. Like, for example, decline in demand of the product due to change in taste and preference of the customer, then fashions, earthquake, then landslides, then flood. These are the factors which are unexpected and uncertain. Due to these factors, there may be loss and or inadequate profit in the business, which is known as business risk. The most common type of business risk include financial loss or falling income. Next is breakdown of business assets. Third is non-payment of debtors, non-availability of raw materials or power, capital, etc., loss of goodwill. So these are the common type of business risk. Let us see the nature or characteristics of business risk. The correct nature of business risks are risk arises due to uncertainties. As I said, certain fluctuation in the business due to the fluctuation in demand, price, change in government policies, technologies, outdatedness of technology, natural calamities. These are the example of uncertainties. Because of this, certain risk may arise in the business. Next is risk is an essential element of business. No business can run without some element of risk in it. In fact, business means assuming risk. That means every business has its own risk, and without risk, business cannot be performed. The degree of risk depend upon the nature of business. That means the nature of business, that is type of goods and service produced and sold, that is the nature of business. Basing on that, the volume of risk is different. For example, if organizations is producing perishable goods, the risk is more. But whereas if a business organizations producing non-perishable goods, their risk is less. Next is reward for undertaking risk is profit. That means after taking such risk, the reward is nothing but profit. So where there is no risk, it is said, rightly said, no risk, no gain. That means where there is no risk, there will be no gain. The degree of risk varies with time. Sometimes this risk varies with the time also. Suppose if in a country, the political country where there is political instability and fear of terrorism, communal riots, natural calamities, these places which are prone to this risk has the business risk depending on time. Next is cause of business risk. Business risks are of two types. Two causes are there. The causes of business risks are broadly divided into two, that is natural causes and human causes. Now in natural causes, the factors like earthquake, flood, drought, famine, etc. This plays a role in the business risks, and these risks are heavy. Next is human causes. Sometimes due to negligence of the human, the negligence or dishonesty of the people working in an organization may cause loss to the business, which is known as human causes. Next is economic cause.